Hello all and welcome to Astro Wheel of Fortune. So this time around I'm doing a reading on your exes. I'm doing a reading on what would they say to you, what would they like to say to you, how do they feel about the relationship, how they feel it unfolded. We're gonna look over all of that, and we've got 6 piles as usual. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So pick whichever pile seems to you seem to be drawn to, and we're going to start. If you need to pause the video to have a little bit more time, please feel free to do so. But I'm going to move on to pile 1 and I'll see you at your pile. So pile 1. Let's see, how does your ex feel? What do they want to tell you? So we've got the tarot cards. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Devil card. Got the Devil card in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the Fool in reverse. So straight away I can see that this ex was a very controlling person. They wanted to control where you went, who you spent your time with, what you did. And I see them being quite greedy as well. I see this greediness in them, and it was all to do with being greedy towards other people, not wanting to spend money on other people. But I feel like they had no problem spending money on themselves. However, I can see them being very irrational, very impulsive, not really thinking about consequences ever, saying things without thinking about the consequences. I think they could have been quite mean-spirited and wanted to say really hurtful things in order to control you as well, which is not a good thing. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, I think they were very immature with their money and their possessions, and they wanted to keep those possessions. They wanted to save, but only at the expense of others rather than limiting themselves. With the Devil in reverse, I can see that they were a very controlling person, borderline, emotionally and mentally abusive towards other people. And I think, I don't hear any messages in terms of them wanting to say something to you. I'm hearing more that they had a loss of control when it came to you. They felt like they lost control over the relationship, which they don't like doing. They like keeping a grip and a control over people. So they feel like the relationship kind of ran away from them, that you got away, and they would have liked to have more of a control on you, which is not a good thing. And I'm glad you got away, because this doesn't seem like a very healthy relationship. They definitely regret letting go of you, and they definitely wish that you would still be in their life, but it's for the best that you've gotten away from them. So let's have a look and see what advice we have here for you. So we have: beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So I feel like you guys maybe were attracted to each other on a more surface level at the start. And the reason you were attracted to each other was because you thought you were quite similar, and there were similarities between the two of you. But very clearly things have turned sour, and things became quite abusive and quite controlling, and it was very difficult to get away. And maybe just this aura and this energy of possession turned you into this mindset as well. Maybe you started getting jealous, you started getting really possessive, and borderline addicted. So this person could have addiction problems as well. So maybe substance abuse was happening, or there could be addiction towards negative low vibrational activities. And I feel like this person sucked you into those, and you finally broke free. So let's have a look and see what we have here. We have this image here. So I think that's kind of like how you felt after leaving this person. It felt like you were exhausted and you were very tired. So we have here surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I think that's just advice for you from the cards to let go of this relationship. It was not good for you. It was not a good place for you. And something new is on its way to you. A new love, a new possibility is on its way. But it'll only be on its way once you let go of this person. So I feel like this feeling of being quite addicted to each other. So I think this person feels very addicted to you. Your ex feels like they want to be around you. They might try and, call you and you block them and they kind of contact you through another means. So just be very aware that you need to block this person out. And they are a very controlling person and they have not changed their ways yet. So you need to, get rid of that low vibrational energy in your life. And this person embodies that energy at the moment, and nothing good is going to come out of this relationship. I don't see you guys getting back together. I think you are freed from this person, and that's a really beautiful thing. And I hope you feel better, because this pile has made me quite it kind of made me feel sad. So I hope you feel better. I hope you're in a better space, and I really wish you the best. So that's what I have for pile number 1. If that resonated, please let me know, and as always, any feedback is always welcome. And I'm going to move on to my next pile. So we've got pile number 2. Let's see, what does your ex want to say to you? How do they feel? So we've got the Knight of Wands upright. We've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. We've got the 9 of Wands in reverse. And we've got a Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's a Knight of Wands in reverse and a Knight of Wands upright. Let's have a look and see. So there's a lot of wand energy. So I think this person feels very passionately about you. We have so much wand energy. There was a lot of passion in your relationship. And this person feels very strongly about you. They feel very physically attracted to you. They're really, but they're determined to move on. They're really trying to move on from this relationship. And I feel like they almost want to tell you, hey, I want to move on. So if you guys are still in contact, it's almost like they want to tell you, hey, can you please maybe stop texting me? But maybe they feel like they can't say it to you for whatever reason. They want to tell you, can we please stop texting? I really need to move on from this relationship, even though I really, really, like you. I really have a lot of attraction for you. I have a lot of feelings for you. But this is not good for us anymore. They want to stop all the fighting. They want to move on, but they're really struggling to move on. That's also what they want to tell you. It's like they have this determination to move on, but then we have the Knight of Wands here in reverse. So there's this struggle to move on at the same time. It's like they're so passionate about moving on, and that's it, and I'm done with this relationship, and I need to go, and I need to move on. And then they're like, no, something's stopping them. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I can see that they're very defensive about something. So some sort of conflict. I feel like there was some sort of conflict that brought this relationship to end. I feel like it was a fight. It was something quite, I wouldn't say dramatic, but something that had a bit of an impact rather than like a mutual calm, let's stay friends kind of thing. And they still feel a bit defensive. They feel like they're in the right. They want to be in the right. And they're not quite ready to let go of that. They want to be the person that wins the breakup. I don't see you guys getting back together. I don't know if that's what you wanted to hear or not, but I don't see that, because they are too much on the defense. They are a very hot-headed person. They could definitely be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So, I'm getting strong Sagittarius energy here for some reason. So I feel like they're quite self-righteous. They think their opinion is the right opinion, and they're not quite ready to admit any wrongs that they have committed in this relationship. But they do really like you, and they have a lot of passion for you. But at the end of the day, their ego and their pride is very important to them. So your advice from the oracle cards are, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So I think, if you want to get back together with this person, why do you want to get back together? Or why is this person hurting you? Why does this person's opinion matters to you so much? And more so observe yourself rather than the other person. The advice here is to heal from this person. I feel like you guys had a lot of fighting, a lot of butting heads, and it's time for you to let that go and heal from it. And then we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So that's what I'm hearing here. You can walk away from this relationship and from this fighting and from this drama. I feel like they want to do the same. It's almost like they don't really want to be fighting with you, but they also want to be right. So there's like almost this need to fight. This need to fight to prove that they're right and you're wrong. So the cards are kind of letting you know is that you don't need to fight. You can look into yourself and find the power and find the energy to walk away from this connection and stop this conflict, because this conflict, there is a sign of it ending, but it's also kind of like blocked energy where it's ending, but then it's almost something happens. Somebody posts something on Facebook or on Instagram and it starts again. Or they see like you with other people, or maybe they see you dating again and it starts again. They're angry because their ego and their pride is hurt. But I'm hearing that you can choose to walk away from this connection. Absolutely. It's well within your power and your right to do so. But I don't think that they are inherently a bad person. With the pile one, we got more of it doesn't matter. Pile one actually has no relation to this pile. It's more so in my head now that I'm thinking. But I think this person's not inherently bad. This person is not a bad person at all. So I think, it's just that this connection didn't work out because I think there was a lot of butting heads. There's a lot of pride and ego happening here. And there's a lot of like pointing fingers, I'm right and you're wrong. That type of energy. So that's what I see for you guys, pile number 2. If that resonated, please let me know. And if you have any sort of feedback, as always, I really, really welcome it. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. So let's see, what do your tarot cards want to tell us? We've got the Chariot. We've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the World. Or sorry, I think this is the World. Sorry, I might need to check this card because I think this is the World. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. So let me see. Oh. So what I see for you guys with the Chariot here, one of you could be a Cancer. They could well be a Cancer. There's Cancer energy represented here, and we've also got the Six of Cups, which makes me think of the 4th house a lot of the time because it's all about the past and being brought up around people. So there could be Cancer energy represented here. I can see that they are actually quite interested in reconnecting with you, because with the Six of Cups, it means that there's a need to reconnect with you. And the Chariot makes me think that they want to go forward with it. The only thing is they are unsure of how to let you know that they want to reconnect. They're unsure of how to present this. They're struggling to explain themselves. They're struggling to tell you exactly, the fact that they want to continue with this relationship, the fact that they want to get into it with you. I'm sorry, this is actually the Star. I just had to check because I'm not very good with the Roman numerals for the major arcana. This is the Star. It's there. Okay, that makes so much sense. This pile makes so much sense now. Sorry, this is a new deck, and how gorgeous is this deck? It's called the Romantic Tarot. So so basically they are this person, this ex, thinks so fondly of you that you remind them of the best things they only think about the best things that happened in your relationship. In fact, they kind of romanticize what has happened and they forget about all the bad things that have happened. But they've made up their mind. You are their goal. It's almost like they see you as their final wish, their final and I'm almost seeing like the shadows here make me think of like they look at the shadow of the relationship and they see, it's like the relationship can be a little bit distorted in their mind. There's a little bit of delusion happening here about how great the relationship was. But the reality is that with the Three of Pentacles here, they are ready to commit and to make this work. They want this relationship to work. They want to put in teamwork. They want to heal with you. They want to reconnect. They've made you their goal. They've made this decision to make you their goal. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse just refers to them not being sure on how to make this offer to you. So they want to come forward to you. They've made that decision. Okay, I'm going to go forward to this person and tell them how I feel and that I want to be with them and that I really love them. But they're unsure of how exactly to do it. They're unsure of the logistics. They're unsure of, should I message them? Should I try and bump into them? Should I talk to their friends first? That's what they're trying to work out right now. But there's a serious need to reconnect with you. And I feel like this person feels very fondly about you, and they really want to reconnect with you. There's a real need to be around you. With this card, so we've got trust. So again, there's like really nice aura here, and we've got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So accepting what's exactly in the moment. So if you've been in contact with them, accepting that whatever the situation between you is at the moment is the situation that is valid in the moment, not the past, not the future. Just think about what you guys have now. If you guys are in contact, think about how you talk now and work on that rather than making it all about the past, all about the future. But also I'm hearing trust this person. This person has good intentions for you. This ex of yours has good intentions and they want to be with you. That's what I'm hearing as well. Then we've got this card, only time will tell. Give this time. So I can see, and also we have, I know this is it's a star, but it made me feel of made me think of a clock. So we have this energy of like, give this time, see what happens, don't rush this will come in time. They will come forward. I can see them definitely coming forward to you, so you don't need to worry about it, but just consider that they have the best intentions for you and they want the best for you and they want to be happy with you. That's what I see. And they're really, most importantly, they are very willing to work on the relationship. They're willing to heal. They're willing to do, to commit to the relationship and be a team with you. They want to be a team with you rather than like, they're not thinking, I'll fix everything. They're thinking we're going to work together to resolve this and make this work because I really care about this person. So that's what I see for you guys, pile number 3. And I'm going to move on to my next pile. I hope that resonated. If it did, please let me know. And if it didn't, let me know and like and subscribe. And I'm going to move on to pile number 4. So let's have a look and see what we have here. So we've got the 10 of Cups, the Lovers in reverse. We've got the Magician. We've got the Queen of Swords. And we've got the Page of Cups. So I see that this ex in particular, they're not quite ready for a relationship. They're very naive. They're not thinking about things with an adult hat on, if you want to kind of put it that way. They're trying, I think in their head, they're kind of thinking, we'd make such a great couple. We'd be so great together. And because I feel like this ex of yours is actually a really intelligent person, I feel like they're really smart. They're very confident. They have a lot going for them as a person. But in terms of this relationship, they're not ready to settle down. And they want to tell you that they weren't ready to settle down with you. They weren't looking at the relationship from a mature point of view. They were very naive about this relationship and they just didn't see a future with you. I'm sorry to say this if you didn't want to hear this, or maybe it's a confirmation for you, but they just didn't see a future with you. They were not seeing a good future, a good family life with you. They didn't see that you would last long term. I see that this was more so a brief attraction, a brief fling for them. Even if it did turn into a long relationship, they never actually fully saw it as a long-term thing. I feel like they tried really, 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 really hard to make it a long-term thing, but it just wasn't working out that way. It wasn't going towards that at all. um they have a lot of pride and a lot of their ego is very strong. They're very good at manifesting their life, and the fact is they weren't even trying to manifest a life with you. They were not as attracted to you in terms of long-term possibilities. They were more so attracted to you in the moment, in the heat of the moment. And in the end, they were deciding between, I also feel like maybe they're still deciding whether to go and stay with you. But the reality is they're only going to disappoint you. They don't want what you want. Or maybe you're not ready for a long-term relationship and they can see that. And it's almost like, well, this is not worth it for me. But the reality is they just don't see a long-term future with you. That's what I'm hearing here. I also I'm just hearing that even though they're extremely smart, they're very confident, and I feel like they could do well with friends, they could do well in their job and their career. Emotionally, they're just not ready for a relationship. It's not something that they can do successfully at the moment. So let's have a look and see what your cards advise you. So we've got this card over here with the dove. So I think they could have been a soulmate connection for you, because this is also my soulmate card. They could have been a soulmate connection for you, but it wasn't meant to last. It was going to be something that teaches you a lesson. So they were meant to be a lesson in your life. So let's have a look. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So I think a new adventure. So a new person's coming into you very, very soon. You need to let go of this person. They are not right for you. They really admire you. I feel like they have this kind of distant admiration for you. It's almost like they wouldn't really tell you that they admire you, but they actually do. But it's time to let them go and wait for a new beginning, because a new beginning is coming very soon. Usually when I get this card, it's like, yes, you're getting a new person. There's a new person coming in for you, and the next connection could even be a soulmate also. I definitely think this person was meant to be like a soulmate for you, and a lesson for you, but I'm definitely seeing another soulmate coming in, somebody that will be more successful and will work out better. And then we've got this card and it's blue, and we have this person kind of lying. It's like a little angel, and we have, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So the cards are urging you to leave this person behind and to look after yourself first. This person, while they're not a terrible person, they're just too immature. They're not ready for a long-term commitment, and they're not going to be ready for a long-term commitment for a long, long time. With you anyway. You might get upset because they might get into a relationship like straight after you guys broke up, or maybe they're already in a relationship and you kind of feel like you've been a fool, but don't keep your focus on them, because they were only meant as a lesson. I'm hearing they were like, this keeps ringing in my head. They were only meant as a lesson. They weren't meant as any long-term connection. They were only meant to teach you one specific thing. That's what I'm hearing for you guys, pile number 4. Let me know if that resonated. Let me know if you feel like, that's correct. And if it is correct, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. And any feedback is always welcome. So I'm going to move on to pile number 5. Pile number 5, let's see. What does your ex want to tell you? How do they feel? Okay. Okay, so sorry, I'll call these out. So we've got the 10 of Swords upright. We've got the 4 of Wands upright. We've got Ace of Pentacles upright. We've got the 2 of Pentacles upright. Oh, actually, you guys got an extra card from the Romantic Tarot. We've got the Page of Swords upright. And we've got the Moon. Okay, let's see. This person is really finding it hard. Okay, I am hearing that this person, this ex of yours, felt betrayed by you. They felt like something you said either to them, but more so I'm hearing behind their back, has really hurt them. This could be before or after the breakup, but I'm actually hearing after the breakup. They heard something that you said about them after the breakup that has really, really hurt them. It's something that I feel you didn't think they would hear from anyone, but they did end up finding out that that's what you said about them. That's what I'm hearing. But even though they heard this thing that's really hurt them, that's made them feel like they were betrayed by you, and I do hear, we've got the Moon here, sensitivity, Pisces energy, they can be very sensitive as well. That's what I'm hearing. And they can kind of be their own worst enemy with the sensitivity as well. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I don't think it was anything too bad. But what I'm hearing here is that this person, and I know 2 of Pentacles in traditional tarot is usually not, you know, it looks very different to this, but this is making me think of the 6 of Cups. But I'm going to refer to the 2 of Pentacles as well. But the 6 of Cups, you know, is reuniting with people from your past. So I do feel that they want to reunite with you, and they will be coming forward with an offer to get back together to you. They really see that you could have potential together to the point of marriage. And they think there's a lot, you guys, I feel like you guys as a couple, you had a lot of fun. You guys really knew how to celebrate together. You two were always very happy for each other. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm just hearing there's a lot of like, I'm getting the sense of like, look, I have your back kind of thing. But I just noticed this girl is like pushing the little boy away, and it makes me think that they are aware that you could reject them. There's this sense that they're like, oh God, they could reject me. I'm not ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready to be rejected by this person. But they want to give you this offer. They're kind of trying to decide, and they're constantly thinking, no. I'm almost hearing they're very polarizing. So they polarize you. So they can almost go, they're the best person in the world. I have so much fun with them. I want to marry them. I want to be with them. I want to tell them how I feel. And then the next second they will be like, they betrayed me. They're the worst person ever. They're the wrong person for me. They're so mean. They don't understand me. I think you're represented by the Page of Swords here. I think you could be an air sign, and they could be a Pisces especially. Or they could also be an air sign, but just a very sensitive air sign. But, you know, there's a lot of sensitivity. They're very polarizing. That's what I'm hearing. And they really want to come forward and offer you. Now, I don't think that if you got back together, it would be the worst thing. But I don't know if you can deal with their sensitivity. Like, some people are able to deal with sensitivity. Some people are not. And that will be up to you. Also, this is reminding me of lips right now. And this is very random. But I think they want to like... And with the kisses here, it's like, it's making me think of like, oh, I miss kissing you or something like that. That's very random and like, you know, gross. But like, that's what I just heard there when I saw that. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's have a look at your oracle cards. So we've got these two. Oh, they definitely miss kissing you. We've got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So I hear that they miss, they miss bedroom time with you. That's what I'm hearing. They miss spending time with you in that kind of way. They miss all that passion and stuff. Definitely a lot of, they want to tell. And I feel like they're going to tell you all of this, but they really want to tell you all of this. They're very enthusiastic about telling you all of this. And then we've got this heart with wings. It kind of looks like testicles here. I just noticed that. We've got, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So it's kind of telling you to consider, I feel like after all, this person, you have good memories with this person, and it's kind of asking you to consider, would you like to maybe make more memories with this person? But I feel like maybe you guys might reject this person just in terms, I think they're too sensitive for you or something like that, or maybe you're not really ready. With the Page of Swords, it makes me think you're a bit more cerebral, you're a bit more intellectual, you're into conversation, whereas they're very in their feelings. They have a lot of feelings. They have a lot of, they want to express their they want to be connected to you spiritually. They want to be connected to you through their body. They want, all of that stuff. But you're kind of like, well, I just want to like have a laugh and, have somebody to chat to and have a conversation with. I'm not really interested in that type of relationship. But I think if you don't reject them, you will have a great time with this person if they come back into your life. So that's what I see for you guys, pile number 5, and I'm going to move on to my next pile. If that resonated, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and as always, any feedback is welcome. And we're going to move on to pile number 6. Let's see what your tarot says. What does your ex want to tell you? So we've got the 7 of Cups in reverse, Judgment in reverse. We've got the Sun upright. We've got this is Temperance upright. We've got 10 of Pentacles upright. Okay, these have been very weirdly positive apart from a couple. And this is another positive one. This is my soulmate card. Temperance card is my soulmate card. I consider anytime a Temperance comes out in a love reading, that's a soulmate connection. With the Sun here, these are very positive. These are all interacting with each other in a very positive way. But I do see this ex wants to they're not quite ready. They're not quite ready to have a relationship and commit. They want to play around. I feel like they are a bit of a player. They want to have fun. They want to, go out, sleep with whoever, not worry about it. They're just that kind of person. But it doesn't mean that down the line, there's no potential for them to settle down. And I definitely think they want to settle down with you eventually. But I think that's just not good enough. That's what I'm hearing. It's like they want to, they don't know who they want, where they want to be. They want to party. They're not very spiritually advanced right now. I feel like you're way, way more spiritually advanced and you're very aware of how spiritual you are. While you guys have a lot of fun together, I think you guys find each other hilarious, first of all. I think you guys have been, able to have a lot of fun and chat and joke around. But the reality is they're still in that player mode. They want to play. They want to, they don't mind cheating on somebody. They don't care. And I feel like they could have even cheated on you. That's what I'm hearing as well. They want to they have this pretty picture in their head that they would love to settle down. But the reality is they're not going to. There's no way that they're going to settle down right now. Down the line, maybe. But, what we're talking about is here and now. Let's have a look and see what your oracle cards say. So we've got this card here, and it's this woman lying down on her belly. We've got, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I think the cards are advising you to think, what does your soul need? What does your heart need? Don't think with your brain about this relationship, because your brain might look at all the positive things rather than the negative. And think, have you been able to heal from this relationship since you've been single? Have you been able to be in a healing space? Have you been able to look at, your own life and build on it? Or, you know, do you need this relationship? Do you like this relationship? Does it actually make a difference for you? So it's very important to lead with your heart and your healing energy rather than the destructive energy of this cheating and, you know, deceiving and living a um low vibrational life. Let's have a look at this card. So we've got this other woman looking in a reflection. So we have emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I think these cards are letting you know, do not resent this person. If they cheated on you or they wanted to be a player, they wanted to go off and do their own thing, don't have resentment for them, but also don't let them manipulate you into a relationship where you're not going to be happy. I'm also seeing that no matter what, I feel like I'm just hearing that in my head. No matter what, you know, in your future, you are able to have very stable relationships, really happy, really stable relationships, regardless of whether it's with this person or not. But consider this, I feel like this card is actually not talking about your ex. I think this card is actually talking about future for you. Because I think your ex is not ready to stop being a player. And, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater, or do people change? That's not up for me to like talk about right now. But I think what the cards are saying is you will be fine in your relationships no matter what this person does. And yes, you have a great time with them, but also you are also the sunshine. You don't just have a good time with them because of them. You bring the sunshine too, and you can find another person that you can have the sunshine with and enjoy yourself with. So make sure that you allow yourself that. So that's what I'm hearing for you, pile number 6. Your ex wants to let you know that they're not ready to settle down. They want to be a player. They don't know what to do. They're very wishy-washy. They don't know where to go with their relationships. But the cards want to let you know that you're going to be just fine in your relationships and you have stability and happiness. You could even be in a relationship with somebody very stable right now as we speak. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 6. Let me know if that resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. And as always, any feedback is welcome. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.